Hey guys, YGOProdigy here, and welcome to another episode of Yugioh Marketing. In today's episode, I want to talk about a new secret rare from Primal Origins, and that's Majesty's Fiend. This is a 24 attack level 6 monster, and its effect is that it cannot be special summoned, and while it's on the field, monster effects cannot be activated. Now when I first looked at this card, I thought that it was just going to be like a monster version of Skill Drain. But if you read it closely, you note that the effect reads that monster effects cannot be activated. It's not actually negating the effects, it's just preventing the effects to be activated. So if you were playing this card in Malefics, if you have Majesty Fiend and then maybe like a Malefic Cyber and Dragon, you wouldn't be able to abuse the effect where you can attack with all your monsters, like Skill Drain, since the effect's actually not activating. It's a continuous effect, and Majesty's Fiend doesn't negate it. So what decks could this card be used in? From what I can imagine, this card is meant to be for Monarchs. There is so much new Monarch support that supports Monarchs, not the Frog Monarchs, because Frog Monarchs require you to have those spell and traps, but a lot of the new Monarch cards have like continuous spells, continuous traps that keep Monarchs from dying and keeping them on the field, making them hard to deal with. Now Majesty's Fiend would be a card that you would play later once you have a board established to completely lock down your opponent. If you have like a Jinzo and a few Monarchs, and then you play Majesty's Fiend and you have that March of the Monarchs or something like that, which prevents them from being destroyed by monster effects, or not monster effects, but by any kind of effect. If you have that kind of combo locked down, then it would be really hard for your opponent to get over those monsters without any kind of monster effects and stuff like that. So Majesty's Fiend would be good in that situation. I believe that's the only situation Majesty's Fiend would be good in, just completing that lock. Now this card's currently at $25, and in my opinion, I don't think that it's really worth $25. Being a card that only works in one deck kind of makes sense for the price, since it does seem really good on paper. But if you're playing an actual duel with Monarchs, I do feel like since Monarchs is a slow deck, and since there are so many fast decks, I do believe that the faster deck will still eventually win if they could establish a bigger board before you can. And in my opinion, I do think that Frog Monarchs are still the better variant of Monarchs out there. I know that Ghost Trick Monarchs are decently good, but I do think that Frog Monarchs is a bit more consistent. I do think Frog Monarchs is better, and if you are playing Frog Monarchs, you can't play this new supporting Monarch spell and traps that keep your Monarchs on the field. So if you can't have those cards on the field, then playing Majesty's Fiend won't work, because if you have Majesty's Fiend on the field first and then you decide to play a Monarch, the Monarch can't activate its effect, so you won't get any of that benefit. And if you're playing Frog Monarchs especially, you can't activate your Treeborn Frogs effects and stuff like that, so you won't be able to play your Monarchs anyways. So in my opinion, I do think Majesty's Fiend is a bit too situational and kind of slow for my opinion. Even though Monarchs is a slow deck and a pretty good deck, I do think that having that card can be a dead card at times and can hurt yourself too. So I do think that it's not worth $25. And if you want profit off this card, if you have a couple copies of it, or you have one copy or whatever, or you get a good trade on it, then I do recommend you get rid of yours now. Since it is so hyped up at $25 right now, I do feel like that this card will drop down in price, especially because Monarchs and anti-meta decks don't tend to do that well in tournaments anyways, and people like to play fast, sacky decks. So people are going to be playing decks like Light Swords anyways. So not many people are going to pay attention to this card in the near future, and probably even now. So this card will eventually drop down in price. I do see it being like a $12 card, and so you want to get rid of it now, sell it while it's high, and that way you can make some profit off this game. So comment down below what you think about Majesty's Fiend. Is there any other combos that I missed out, or any other decks that this card could be used in? And let me know down below. Also like and subscribe to my channel, because I post videos every week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!